Trying to get into those layers of the hips. Breathing in, breathing out. The video 1 just stopped, so I'm just going to continue with the second part of this video I just noticed. Breathing in, breathing out. Feel those hips, release those glutes, breathing in, breathing out, your low back. No judgment, you are right where you are right now. Just embrace. Couple more deep inhales here. One more time. And slowly we're going to make our way up. We're going to uncross that leg. And we're going to extend the other leg out. From here, I'm going to have you do a bridge. You're going to slide back down to your mat. Take hands to height of shoulders, deepen the core connection. Control as you lower down to your mat. You're going to reach your arms straight by your sides. Align the knees over second toes. Now I want you to have maximal length in your spine. Draw inward into your core. Press into all four corners of your feet. Keep collarbones wide. And I want you to bridge pelvis into the air. I want you to really focus on your tailbone elongating away from the breastbone. The knees are in line with your hip sockets. Shoulders, hip sockets down center of thighs through center of knees over second toes. Avoid putting pressure in the neck. Weight is across the shoulder girdle. Breathing in and breathing out. As long as your low back is okay with it, your neck is okay with it, you can open those shoulders a little bit more. Take those hands, interlace your fingertips together. Now gently engage those glutes. I'm getting a cramp right now. Engage those glutes as you press hips to sky. We don't want to arch the back. Keep the length in your spine. I'm going to take a couple deep inhales and exhales here. Deepening into your center. Gluteals working. Hips to sky. Openness across collarbones. Breathing in. Open your heart. One more deep inhale here. And gently we're going to take hands, separate them, float arms to sky, right over shoulders. Inhale. Now place one vertebra down on the mat in between those blades. Inhale. Exhale, place the next vertebra down into the mat. Breathe in. Exhale, travel to the next. Breathing in. Exhale, travel to the next one. Stay centered. Breathing in. Travel to the next. Breathing in. Exhale. Slow motion to the tailbone. Good job. Gently pull knees towards you. Hug in. Inhale into the space between your two blades in your back. Exhale, release. One more time. Deep inhale into the space between shoulder blades and back. And then exhale, release. Excellent. Now from here, gently walk your feet hip width apart. I want you to take your legs, and I'm going to have you extend one leg in the air, extend the other leg in the air. Spine is long. We're going to go into halasana, which is plow. So I'm going to have you draw a core into your back, stretch those arms. I'm going to have you slowly start to peel up, stretch back. You can take hands under hips for support. If you like, avoid putting any pressure in neck. Toes are reaching behind you towards the mat. Breathing in, breathing out. Stretch arms long, away from center. Feel the backs of those thighs lengthening towards sky. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time, breathing in, breathing out. Now from here, bring hands under back of hips and pelvis. Take one leg straight to sky. Gently lower leg down. Now we're going to take the other leg straight to sky and gently lower the leg down. We're going to take it into our Sarvangasana, shoulder stand. So you have your hands supporting the back of your hips and pelvis. Work your legs straight to the sky. Slowly lengthen. Lift the other leg straight to the sky. Breathing in. I'm not going to stay here long. If you have high eye pressure, inversions are not so good for you. So you wouldn't do this like if you have glaucoma. So I'm going to have you take a few deep inhales, few deep exhales here. Staying centered, staying focused. When you're ready to come out, gently take one leg behind you. Gently take the other leg behind you. Now we're going to slowly extend those arms back into the mat. Now we're going to let those feet lift away from the floor. And I want you to slowly take a deep inhalation. I want you to flex your heels. And I want you to elongate all the way through each section of your spine. Exhale, control. Exhale, control. All the way down. And then gently, you're going to hug knees in, reach under those knees. Inhale, exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, exhale, release. Now from here, we're going to have our knees bend straight over our hip joints. We're going to cactus our arms to our sides. We're going to slowly rotate to one side. If you want to modify, you would not go as far, or you would take a yoga block under the knees. Stay here and breathe. Your anchor point is your shoulder. Your shoulder blade just melts into the mat underneath you, opening away from the center of your spine. Maybe you look straight to sky, neck is neutral. Maybe you look opposite way. See what feels good to you. One more deep inhale. Gently bring feet center. Maybe you'll do a little bridge to just realign hips and pelvis. Make sure knees and hips are aligned so we don't overdo the low back. Now you're going to let your knees go to the other side. And then I want you to feel a stretch along this whole side opening up. Modify if you want to go easy on your back. Maybe just have your knees go a little bit. You can have neck be neutral, head look straight up. You can deepen by looking opposite way. Think of your shoulder blade melting away from the center of your spine. That anchor points that shoulder. Breathing in and breathing out. One more deep inhale. And gently release. Slowly we're going to return center. Now from here, what I want you to do, I'm just going to have you take hands on knees, and I'm going to have you do 5 little circles where your femur bone just goes deeper down into your hip socket. 4 and 3. Back of pelvis widens across mat. 2 more. Reverse. Little circles the opposite direction. Inhale, exhale. 5, 4, and 3, and 2. Good. Keep pelvis stabilized. All right. Now from here, I'm going to have you extend your arms, extend your legs onto the mat. If you wanted to modify, reach under the thighs. Use your thighs. Reach and press against your hamstrings to lift yourself up. Inhale, arms and legs reach apart. We're going to press backs of thighs into the mat. Think of an ocean wave. Draw those core muscles through the back, into the back. It's like from the front body all the way to the front of the spine, reaching through the body 3-dimensionally. Nod your chin. Use your abdominal wall. Pull in. Roll up. Gently stack up. Okay, now what I want you to do, we're going to face sideways, and we're going to take our legs straight out, stack. I'm going to have you do a little side plank, and then you're just going to make sure your shoulders are straight forward over your hips. Stretch your legs long, press the floor away, armpit to palm, so you have support for your joints. Keep ribs connected in front. Breathing in, breathing out. Just want to strengthen those obliques. Collarbones wide. Stacking shoulders right over your hips. Little side plank. Gently come into a plank to the front. Front ribs meet back ribs. You're just dropping hips down so there's no arch in the low back. We're just going to hold here for a moment. Really feel how you're lengthening your spine as your core tightens into your back. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay, we're going to walk our hands to the center of the mat. Stack your feet and then rotate to the other side. You want to stack. Your shoulders are straight above your hips. Lift the bottom ribs, bottom hip away from the mat. Open collarbones wide across shoulders, chest. Woo! My mat slid. Whoop, I'm sliding. Stay here and breathe. Collarbones wide. Breathing in, breathing out. Collarbones wide. Make that connection from the armpit to the palm. Keep the length in your spine. One more deep inhale here. And exhale. Gently come back into your plank. We're going to do a little flow here. Come into Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Deep inhale. Open your chest. Open heart. Exhale into down dog. Pull apart. It's as if your sternum, your breastbone reaches forward and through both hands. Those arms unwind, external rotation outward. Opening through the shoulder joints. Maybe your heels touch, maybe they don't. Do some little heel lifts. Don't worry if the heels don't go all the way down. Feel the elongation from the pelvis down the backs of the legs, down into your feet. Elongation from core, from pelvis all the way up the spine to the top of your head. Gently press mat away with palms. Slowly just let those heels come down. Pull that breastbone forward and through. Inhale, exhale. One more time. And exhale. Gently soften your knees. Come to hands and knees. We're going to do a little cat-cow. We're going to inhale and then exhale. Abdominals pull in, round that tailbone, chin down, tailbone down. Inhale away, cow, and go into cat. Deep exhale. Stretch spine apart. 3 more. 2 more times. And last one. And we're just going to go back into a little rest pose, Balasana. If you don't have any knee issues, rest on the tops of the feet. If you want a little support for the knees, think of like a little pedestal to stand on. Bring your hips back over the heels. Sit back. Breathing in. Breathing out. If you want to go a little deeper into the hips and pelvis, you can separate the knees and go a little deeper down. It's harder pressure on the knees when you do wide kneed rest pose. So see what works for your body. If you go a little wider, that's going to put a little bit more of a degree of bend. So just do what's good for your body in this moment. I'm going to stay narrow, the knees together. Try to stretch the sits bones directly behind you. Make sure that one sits bone is not higher than the other, and really lengthen them down and back behind you, and then gently pull your sternum, your breastbone forward between the 2 arms as you really feel that axial elongation, that separation, oppositional resistance in your spine. Hold and breathe. Really stretch that spine. Breathe into the center of your low back. And one more time. Gently come up. We're going to come down and do a little stretch for our back. Tops of feet into mat. Legs reach long behind you. Elbows are just going to be directly under your shoulders. And we're going to do Sphinx. Just really feel those shoulders drop away from the ears. Keep the neck long. Feel a stretch in your abdominals. You can draw your core muscles towards your back, giving a little extra support to your back. If you want to deepen the stretch, make sure there's no compression in shoulders or back. Gently extend those arms in front. Going into seal, hold it there. If you sit at the computer during the day, we're just undoing some of the work of the day. Bending you the opposite way. One more deep inhale. And exhale. Gently, you're going to come down. Take hands directly under your shoulders. You could fold those knees in. Inhale, collarbones widen across your chest. Exhale, press directly up. We're going to do a little set of tricep push-ups before we end. Down and up. So you're going to inhale, exhale. 8 more. Shoulders stay away from ears. 7 and 6. Core is strong. And 5 and 4. 3 more. 2 more. And last one. Gently come up. Do one more little